Well, let's talk a little bit about your background. You just said that you recorded an album 6 months after you learned how to play guitar. Mm-hmm. You grew up in a musical family. You grew up around a whole lot of people making albums, obviously.
Yeah.
Your dad is Greg Brown.
Yep.
When did you first pick up a guitar? Do you even remember?
Well, guitars were very normal for sure. Mm-hmm. But as far as me picking it up and playing it, I really didn't until my early 20s. Mm. And, I can try to understand all that. But I know that some of it was that those early years, there was a lot of music and a lot of family jams, kind of rural. Southeastern Iowa, mm-hmm. It has its own sound. And my great-grandfather played the banjo, my great-grandma played the pump organ, and my Uncle Roscoe played guitar, and my grandmother played guitar. We'd have these big family jams, I guess. And so that was in my consciousness. But then I moved down to Alabama with my mom, and I spent a lot of my childhood with her in Birmingham, and there weren't any guitars in that household. We had a piano. Anyway, so I was visiting my dad, and he had this 1930s Maybell archtop guitar. Pulled it out. He's like, "You should check this guitar." And I was like, I don't, I was like, me, I can't really play these things. And he's like, "No, you should check this one out." And he gave it to me to play that night. And I remember I went upstairs and I tuned it to my ear, which open. I didn't know how to tune a guitar or anything. And I found out later that I tuned it. It was kind of like a open D minor or something. And away I went. It was sort of that quick. It was like once I connected with that guitar, I was like, oh, okay, I'm ready now. I'm gonna try this new song. It's really super new. See if I get through it. Phone is talking, my head is buzzing, wheels are turning, my mind is fuzzing. I don't wanna go home. Bluebells and daisies, bar stools and bottles, daydreams and maybe street tracker throttles. Don't wanna go home. And baby, ain't gonna be a whipping stone. I'm running wild and my love has grown. Don't wanna go home. I like it here, I like it there, maybe I just like it everywhere. I don't wanna go home. Highways and tunnels, hotels and trains, they say the road it gets in your veins. I don't wanna go home. And baby, don't wanna be a whipping stone. I'm running wild and my love has grown. Don't wanna go home. Ain't because of me, it ain't because of you. Sometimes it's false, sometimes it's true. I don't wanna go home. Tomorrow's another day, I bet we might just find our way. But for tonight I don't wanna go home. And baby, ain't gonna be a whipping stone. I'm running wild and my love has grown. Don't wanna go home. I don't wanna go home. I don't wanna.
Your first guitar was the one that your dad passed to you,
Yep.
I suppose.
Yeah.
What was your next guitar, and how did it lead up to this Martin?
Well, I've been really lucky with getting guitars as gifts.
It's always good.
That's always amazing. Actually, one of the first guitars I got with my own money was a little Dan Electro, a little electric, just a cheap. And I really explored a lot with the electric guitars for a while, and then I found a Guild, 1973, I think, or 74 Guild. You know, kind of a lot like this, big thing. And that was my guitar for kind of a while. I got lucky enough to be able to use J45, a really old 40s J45 that's pretty magical, and I got to use that for a while. And and then this guitar was also a gift that arrived on my doorstep a few years ago, and I'm just completely in love with this thing.
I'm waiting for mine.
It's really, I can't get enough. And there's a guy at Martin who picked it out, hand-picked it supposedly, and it's just got all the goods.
Wow.
For touring around, you know, since I don't carry my own sound person, and I'm often in, you know, kind of unexpected situations, it's just, it's so steady, and I can change tunings on it really easily, and it doesn't mind, and it's just been really great to me.
These are loud guitars, though, and you have a very soft voice.
That's the problem, isn't it? I know. I got to go for those small bodies, but I can't.
Right.
I just can't quite. I love the feel of these.
They feel good. They sound good, and if you mix them right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And I have. I've been trying to, you know, get behind the voice a little bit more. I have a smaller body flaming guitar. Are you familiar with flaming?
Yes.
Okay. So I have one of those beautiful, more like a kind of like an OM shape, and then I have a really little old Martin, kind of a student model guitar that's really small. And,
like a little Martin.
Yeah, and that's most of them. I have a National resonator guitar but it's wood. But yeah, I'm addicted to these big bodies. I don't know what it is.
Is it the feel when you're playing it?
Yeah, I love it. I really do.
When you and Bo talk a lot about
gear. We do.
What do you talk about? I mean, what?
Well, it's really fun. It's inspiring because Bo is such a tone guy, and he's still, you know, exploring it full on every day.
And talks to you about it.
Oh yeah, and likewise, you know, I've tried out a lot of different kinds of guitars, and I always just end up coming back to these. I love this. I love what I'm hearing back, you know, from these big guitars. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, we can spend hours on I-80 or wherever it is talking about gear.